Hello friends, very good morning to all of you. So today we are going to discuss PF43 part 2, that is PingFederate Server heartbeat test. So yeah, basically we have the heartbeat URL, and if you have enabled that in the run.properties file, you need to enable that PF heartbeat to equals to true. So you can able to run that, and you can able to see there you will get a OK message, right? 200 code. That means your heartbeat of that server is good, where PingFed is running or installed, right? So that is one thing you can check. But yeah, if you want to just enable the other additional elements in that heartbeat URL, that means you can able to see the JVM memory, you can able to see the free memory, CPU load, total number of CPU core, right? Those all things you also want to see with the heartbeat URL. Then you just need to go to that template file of heartbeat, and yeah, you just need to let's just modify that file with some changes. Yeah, I'll just show you what changes you need to do, and then you can able to just get the additional elements in that heartbeat URL, right? So yeah, let's begin and we can check that. So let's go to the slide. So you have like pf/heartbeat.ping. That's a address where you can just put your IP address of your machine along with port, and then give this just add this at the endpoint, that is /pf heartbeat.ping, like for the admin node or the engine node, and you can able to see that okay, whether my heartbeat of PingFederate is running fine or not on that on that particular server. Okay, and yeah, it will just return a OK message. But if you need the additional details, like as you can see in the screen, that CPU load, total JVM memory, free JVM and all, so you just need to uncomment that. The information is basically commented. As you can see, there is a star like hash is mentioned at the bottom, so you just need to change that and bring to the top. I'll just show you that. Okay, so then only you're able to get the details of the additional parameters like CPU load, total JVM memory, number of CPs and all. And there are more things added in the newer version. Also, like in the PingFed 12.1, you're not supposed to make any changes on this template file, because it's already been updated by the PingFederate. So we can just quickly check the admin node heartbeat and the engine node. Okay, let's jump to the server. So let me go to the server and then just try. Yeah, this is the server. Okay, so 10.128.03 is internal IP address of our machine, then port is 9999, then /pf heartbeat.ping. When you just hit this, you'll get the OK message, right? That means your heartbeat, your PingFed service is running fine on this admin node. Now let's do the same for the engine node also. So just go to the address 10.128.0.4. Yeah, it's already there. So :9031, that's the internal IP address of our engine node, and the port is 9031, and then just attach pf heartbeat.ping. Now just hit this, you'll get the many parameters which can give you an idea what is like the status of my node, like where PingFed engine is running. So you can see CPU load, right, 63%. Then you have total JVM memory, free JVM memory, used JVM memory, total physical system memory, total free physical system memory. Okay, then you have total used physical system memory, number of CPUs, response statistics count, response statistics window second, response time statistics 90 percentile, response time statistics max, mean. Okay, the response concurrency part, response HTTP status part. Okay, then you have JDBC. Many things are not been there, I'm not using, so maybe a few details you will not see. But yeah, if in the environment, when you start using all those services, you're going to get all the details of the JDBC, provisioner DS, LDAP. Then you have HTML form, open DJ lookup authentication, count, max. Okay, then you have thread pool, max available threads. So it's a very good, like I can say, the information which help you to understand your health status of your node, PingFederate engine node. Okay, SP session registry, transaction state, ATM internally managed reference token, cluster members. You can see talk about the cluster members also, cluster member details also. Okay, cluster RPC add keys, get authentication, replication, remove attribute. Okay, so the use data is there, like yeah, max concurrent details. Okay, RPC synchronized keys. Yeah, so this is really helping a lot to understand. If you start using all the services of PingFed like JDBC, LDAP, clusters, you can get all the details by just accessing this URL, and you can just do some automation also, right? Like maybe you can just write a script, write a program which can basically just hit this URL, get the details from here, and see if there is any important service which we need to look, or if there is like it's going like high or anything, we can quickly just get that, we can trigger, based on that we can trigger in the mail, or we can just do some automation for that, right? So which can help to understand our service status. Okay, so this is very good. Now let me just show you the template file, how it looks like for the engine node. Like, let me go to the engine node. I'll take you to the engine node. What happened? SSH authentication has failed. Just a second. Let me authenticate myself to the engine node. Establishing connection to SSH server. Okay, yeah, I mean, just go to root. Now, yeah, just let me take you to, we are here right now, we are in the home Bishek cards. Let's go to cd pt ss, so PingFederate server default conf, sorry, template. Okay, now just open the file heartbeat.template, I think. Heartbeat dot, what is the file name? I think it's heartbeat dot page, sorry, heartbeat dot page. Yeah, open this. Yeah, now you can see that you have has a star at the top and has a star at this place. Okay, so earlier, like in the older version, like this has a star is placed at the bottom, that means the complete thing is commented. So if you want the additional details apart from the OK message, you need to come to this file and you just need to move this star has from this position to the last position at the end, so that like the information what you can see here, it can be displayed when I hit the heartbeat URL for this node. Okay, now yeah, this is the basic thing. Like you have the details, like as you can see, this heartbeat system monitoring, right, response statistics count, all this whatever we have seen now, all this information is placed here. So it basically just yeah, this item, CPU load, total JVM and all other information. So based on this, like we can get the information by hitting this heartbeat URL, and yeah, you are good to know that okay, my service is fine. You can just check and yeah, to have a understanding of your service. Okay, so this looks good, and that's all about the heartbeat. You can do some automation using this heartbeat URL if you want to, just if you're not using any kind of monitoring tool. But in industry, people are using some monitoring tools which just do that work what you're trying to do using program or some script. They can just, you just need to configure the server address, just the URL address, and you can just simply monitor all the parameters, whatever parameters you want to monitor. And if any parameters is going beyond threshold value, it can trigger an alarm or mail or incident kind of thing in ServiceNow, by which you can able to know that okay, my service health is not good, so let's quickly jump to the server and check what is the problem. Okay, so let's jump to the next section, and if you have anything, please put in the comment section. Okay, thank you.